Hey Utah Volleyball fans, we are finally back with The Serve. It's Ashley West. Today we are joined by Emrie Satuala. And go ahead, tell the Utah fans about yourself.
Hey guys, was Emrie Satuala, recently married. So my husband Tella Moyai is on the football team. We just got married, so name change. And I'm from Bountiful, Utah. This is gonna be my senior season. I grew up here pretty much my whole life. And I transferred here from Idaho State. And yeah.
Okay, tell me a little bit about how the transfer process went for you. What did it look like? How did it make you feel? Kind of like just explain to the fans the whole situation.
Yeah. So I started playing volleyball pretty much my freshman year of high school, and so I wasn't super heavily recruited, just right out of high school to any like big schools. And so I graduated early. I did my first spring and fall at Idaho State, and then I had a pretty good season. I got like freshman of the year, and I just wanted to play the highest level I could, and so I decided to transfer, which was definitely a very stressful process. You know, I feel like a lot of people, like when you're transferring, like because you don't like the school or because you didn't like the coaches or something, then like that's for one thing. But for me, it's like when you're kind of taking a risk trying to transfer to go play somewhere better than where you're at. It's definitely like scary. Yeah, so I was really scared, but then I ended up coming to the U, and it was a quick process. Went on a visit over basically Christmas break, and then committed, transferred, and started up within like a few weeks.
And how did that process of you getting in here the spring of that second semester spring, how did that transition of going from a mid-major school to a Power 4 school go for you?
It was a big change. I feel like obviously I was like preparing for the worst. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go in, everyone's gonna be so much better than me, like everything's gonna be so hard. And things definitely were hard. It was like a big, there was definitely a difference in like the level of volleyball, and like resources were like so different, which that was obviously a positive. Yeah, but I think that I kind of had like underplayed my strengths. So I think that like I thought everything was just gonna be like really hard at the beginning, but like I came in, everyone was really nice, and I would say the biggest change was definitely just like the speed of everything, like how they ran their systems. Like blocking was really hard, but yeah, just I think that getting comfortable in like the weight room and being here like back with my family definitely helped a lot.
Yeah. So with your senior season coming up, how has it been to come back to Utah, be able to play in front of your family a ton, and what do you look forward to most this upcoming season?
Coming to my senior season is crazy. I feel like I should not be a senior, especially like all of our seniors the past few years have all had like COVID years, fifth years, and we've had some like grad transfers and stuff, and so I feel like they were all like so much older than me, so I feel like I'm not a senior, but yeah, I'm super excited. I feel like I've definitely come a long way since I first got here, and like still so much more room to grow. And yeah, I'm just really excited.
What's your favorite thing about being in the Utah Volleyball program?
I would say definitely the relationships with my teammates. I think it's made it so much fun. Like last season, every day, like you spend so much time with everyone, but I look forward to coming to practice and getting there early, like messing around in the locker room, just like hanging out, making jokes, and yeah, so that's definitely my favorite part.
What's your favorite thing to do, like when we have downtime in the locker room or like before practice, like let the fans know what we're up to?
We have a lot of new people this year, so we haven't quite gotten back into it yet, but there's definitely a lot of like dance battling and just a lot of dancing. And yeah, everyone's just messing around, doing like funny stuff. Nobody cares what they look like. No one's trying to impress anyone. So yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Enough about volleyball. Tell me, with being recently married and everything, what is your and Toa's favorite thing to do when you guys both have downtime? You're just like hanging out, being a married couple.
Both of us are definitely competitive. I would say I'm probably a little bit more competitive. I don't know if that's better or worse. We play a lot of games. We play a lot of card games, board games. Pickleball, we love to play pickleball.
Tell me a little bit more about your family. Being from Utah, a lot of siblings.
I have 3 younger siblings. I'm the oldest. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. We all grew up playing sports. We all played like a bunch of different sports. We all started with soccer. Like I feel like every kid from Utah
Literally.
does. You play soccer, junior jazz, and then you get to like a little bit older and you start playing comp and like for your schools. But I will say the difference is like me and my siblings, none of us really played any like, we didn't play on a lot of comp teams or club teams just because it was like so expensive and there's a lot of us and like traveling and everything is just like a lot. And so we did a lot of like training just with my dad. His kind of philosophy, I guess, is that he would train us to be athletes, and like our coaches in high school or whatever teams we're on would teach us the technical skills that we needed, which is definitely like a different route than I feel like a lot of people take.
Yeah.
And there's definitely like pluses and minuses. I feel like it was easy to like hop into any sport and kind of like pick it up quickly, and be able to be like pretty good at it. But then also like on the downside, you haven't been playing that sport for like a super long time or at like some of the levels that you would on like a club or a comp team. So like the technical stuff might take a little bit longer. But it was definitely nice to be able to just like basically join a sport and be able to pick it up and just be good at it.
Okay, so walk us through what a typical workout would be that your dad put you guys through as kids.
So before we started like lifting and stuff, I wouldn't say I started lifting until I got to high school.
Yeah.
But probably like 2 or 3 times a week, we would either be at the park, or if the weather wasn't great, we would go to like the rec center, the gym, just like something. We had these like really long 45-minute warm-ups that like is basically part of like, you just have to like tell yourself it's part of the workout. It's not a warm-up because it's like you're gonna be out of breath and like, yeah, you're definitely gonna be warm. And we did a lot of just like speed and agility work, like skill-wise, based more on football stuff, but like I feel like anything's better than nothing, and it probably was really good for me and my sister. Yeah, we had like cleats, cones, ladders, all of the equipment. My dad had we have so much equipment at our house. We run a lot of hill sprints, a lot of regular sprints. We would also help each other a lot out of like training for, like my brother was a quarterback originally. Me and my sister were out there running routes for him. And like during basketball season, we'd all be like rebounding for each other, all doing the skills, working on sports that we didn't even play.
The last question that I have about your family is, because you guys were always together, training, working out, playing, whatever it was, do you feel like A, it upped the competitiveness between you guys, and B, do you think it got you guys closer?
The competitiveness between me and my siblings is like definitely a lot higher than with anyone else.
Yeah.
We all know each other, like how to push each other's buttons, like what our strengths and weaknesses are. Yeah, we definitely like, our family always went, there's 6 of us. So we would go play like 3-on-3 basketball, we'd go play pickleball. So things were always competitive. I would say me and my siblings were super close growing up. We're still close now. We all supported each other, went to all of each other's games when we could. We all have a part in each other's success. So I think that's just, brought us really close together.
All right, guys, that is it for this episode. Emrie, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, go Utes!